Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brief overview of the LetzChat Instant Language Translation Innovations. As you can see on the right-hand side of the field, we're dealing with a lot of major corporations that use our services. As you're probably aware, since the dawn of time, we've had problems communicating. And as the world has gotten smaller due to the internet, countries are more closely related, and yet the problem of language and getting the message of your product or your service, your company, into the language that people think in and speak in and pray in has been a challenge. And so we have this company, LetzChat, which we've been around since 2018. And you can notice here some of our brand partners, the NFL, NASCAR, USA Golf, ADP, SAP, Comcast, Universal. These are household names, McDonald's, Zaxby's. So you can see who these partners are that we're in business with. So again, about us, since 2018, 104 languages are available. Our translation accuracies range from 95 to 99% accurate. So nothing has been possible up until recently with translation services that we have with our company. So again, we discussed having a problem of communicating, and this is where we come in as a solution for your business, your company, be they local or global. Again, we provide 95 to 99% translation accuracy for all 104 languages. We have accessibility, so anyone with internet access can utilize our products on any device or web browser. So we're talking about tablets, smartphones, laptops, and of course desktops as well. There's no interaction required to make these translations occur. It's simply point to point by means of our software, and it's very cost effective. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. The barrier for entry for many people in dealing with this for a long time has been the high cost of translation services. So, for example, we have one here. You see Jack in the Box. Again, we have a couple different products that we offer. The first one is instant website or mobile API translations. So again, it's instant. Translations happen right away for the user. It works on all devices and browsers. And then you have this QR code. Now, just as a quick example, on this other page here, if you were to go and use your smartphone to copy this QR phone for Chick-fil-A, these other ones would take you nowhere. But this one for Chick-fil-A, if you were to go there and copy that with your smartphone, what you would see is you would see the Chick-fil-A menu in Chinese. So we have different menu options. We see prices in different menu options. We see buy and select buttons. So here's one of our brand partners that is using this in Chinese and no doubt other languages. So that's the first product that we have. The next one we have is called Instant SMS Translation API. So this would be if like you have a chat bot or something like that on your website to handle most frequently asked questions. Again, it's very quick. It's almost instantaneous. It plug and plays into any SMS provider. So we're talking T-Mobile, Boost, Verizon, AT&T, any of the carriers. And then communications auto detection of these SMS messages allows for seamless communications. So a real quick solution to this is what we're saying is, for example, you type something into English. If they're a native Spanish speaker, it would automatically translate into Spanish. So that's our next product. Then we have LetzChat Unite. So this is a speaker presentation tool. So say, for example, you're hosting an event. You're in a place like Las Vegas or Miami, Atlanta, New York City, and you're presenting to a large crowd. You can actually have interaction with your audience where they, by scanning a QR code, they will have access to your information. So you will text something or speak something, it will translate into their language in real time. So again, this again goes for all 104 languages, and then they can also audibly hear the messages in your language, and you can answer back questions in real time. A phenomenal product for those that are involved in large gatherings, in large convention centers, in those type of areas. And then we have something that we've talked about here on the enterprise level, subtitle creation in 104 languages. So this is like the NFL. This is World Cup soccer, Major League Soccer. This is NBA, that they're brand partners that are working with us. And essentially, they're able to do subtitles in various languages, again, in real time. So it's amazing when you see this technology in place, and we invite you to fill out the form in the description in the video here to actually sit down with us one-on-one, and we can go through specifically how that works. So there's key differentiators that we're talking about. Device language, okay? So most translation services look at the IP address and not necessarily what the language is that the person speaks. So the person could be in the United States and maybe they speak Chinese or they speak Spanish. This is set up to where it comes in their native language and not based on IP address. We have the accuracy again. It's been vetted by certified human translators to provide the best service quality available, and simplicity. It's to install and deploy in less than a minute, is incredibly customizable to fit the needs of every business. So every business is not going to be the same. We don't expect everybody to be the NFL or these major brands. If you have a small restaurant, you have a realty. If you have other construction businesses or other things where translation really comes in play, especially if you're dealing with workers, it's really phenomenal. Now, people say, well, Google Translate, they kind of do the same thing, right? Well, when you look at the competition in all these different categories, there really is no competitor. Instant website translation, Chrome can do that, but you have to use Chrome. You can't use any other browsers, whereas ours works on multiple browsers that you're comfortable with. Live meeting translations, again, you're talking about human translators. You're talking about a lot of expense there. One-on-one translation, again, the cost goes way up, okay? Live meeting translations, SMS phone translations, instant subtitling translations, instant document translations, and again, our software is patented and customizable for everyone. So when you look at all these solutions, essentially what you're going to be looking at is LetzChat.
What you want to do is you want to reach out to me so we can get you a one-on-one demonstration of exactly how this technology works. So please reach out to me directly. You have my phone number, my email. You also have my website where we can get you set up with a 7-day trial with our website and our technology on your website to see if it's right for you. So I appreciate your time very much watching this video. I hope to be in touch with you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.